This year's COP30 climate conference, yes, it is underway. Not many people notice, but it is underway. Mandy Gunasekara is with us this morning. She's the former chief of staff at the EPA. Gavin Newsom, the most senior US official there. Mandy, doesn't look like this climate conference has any relevance anymore.
Yeah, just like considering Gavin Newsom as a serious leader in the world stage doesn't have any relevance. It's the same for the climate conference. Look, that is an area where failed leadership and failed policy ideas go to find solace and sympathy, and which is totally counter to what President Trump is doing here in the United States. It's such a juxtaposition to have Gavin Newsom cosplaying as a serious leader when he is governing a failed state. In California alone, the stat came out this morning, they've lost over $270 billion in taxpayer revenue because high earners are fleeing the state. And then you have places like the Palisades area that was devastated by wildfires. They haven't issued a single building permit. So Gavin Newsom should focus on fixing the problems, the very serious problems he's caused in his state, instead of gallivanting off to Brazil to try and push really bad ideas that no longer have a relevance in this country.
Gallivanting. I like that word. It's a good one. Very expressive. There has been some serious criticism that China, in the absence of America at this conference, China is taking over the climate market. What do you say to that?
They've been saying that for a long time, and it's simply not true. What China is doing is they appreciate people like Gavin Newsom and other leftist leaders saying that they are on this mantle of leadership. But what they're really doing is they do nothing when it comes to reducing emissions, but they benefit from the consequences of leaders that embrace the Green New scam in various countries. In the United States, this has meant shipping jobs from Ohio and Pennsylvania and rural places like Mississippi over to China. So they are one of the biggest beneficiaries of this idea that simply isn't true. It's the United States that has been and will continue to lead in action in terms of growing the economy while reducing its overall impact on the environment. And so what we're doing is what countries should replicate, not simply saying China, that is failing on basic environmental protection fronts, is someone to follow, much less sitting on a position of leadership.
I'm sure you saw this. Al Gore, remember him, thinks that Trump's bullying has forced Bill Gates to roll back on the climate crisis. Climate activism, it's like a religion for the left, isn't it? Last 30 seconds to you.
Yeah, it really is. And I think what Bill Gates is waking up to is the reality that the policies pushed by Al Gore cause more harm than good. And the technologies he's trying to push into the markets don't actually work. The Green New scam is over. And the fact that Al Gore has an ounce of credibility still remains an anomaly to me.
Well, that says it all. Mandy Gunasekara, thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you again soon, I hope. Thanks.